after I filed bankruptcy, my credit score was in the 400s, but now I'm at a 763 as far as average between the three. And I did get two credit cards a month after the bankruptcy was discharged. But the thing about these credit cards is that they know that you're a high risk, so they're going to give you a low balance and they're going to give you a high interest rate. So for both cards, my balance, well, one card was 250 and the other card was 500. And with the card and both of them, the interest rate is like 28%.
Good
Was the
Lord.
500 Capital One?
No, the five.
Really?
My shit has been since 2006. $500 Capital One.
Stupid.
Like I got a city card with like 18 grand. Capital One will not budge off of. And
Have
I
you
can't
called
cancel.
them?
Yeah, I
And
called
they
them.
won't increase it?
They will not increase it.
Can you apply for a second
Yes,
card?
I can.
Oh, but
and
then
convert it.
Yeah, see, that's not
Wait,
good.
And
so-
that's my oldest card too.
Right, and you don't want to close it. So
Yeah, that's fine.
why the hell would they not up your limit?
Because they some assholes. Seriously, like
I don't know. I think somebody just needs to call for Dan because I think
maybe last time I tried to call, last time I did call, they said they can convert whatever Capital One card into, I think it's like a Capital One Platinum or whatever. They can convert it into another type of card that has a higher interest
but
rate.
they would have to close it.
And it would, I want to say, become a new line of credit, whereas that's like my oldest credit card.
Yeah.
I think that's how it went. And I'm like, and I pay an annual fee on that card too.
Nah, you don't want to mess with that.
oh, how much is the annual fee?
$20. But
Oh, okay.
still, I'm like, yo, I never used this card. It was just, I was like young at the time. I needed a credit card to build credit. So I'm like, whoever can give me one. I got one through Navy Federal Credit Union,
Mm-hmm.
kind of against the rules. So they like closed all my accounts, including my credit card. And just don't say
Like,
that.
excuse me, sir. We found out that you're actually not in the
Nah.
Navy.
But that's exactly what happened. Like I said, my friend, her uncle or something was in the Navy, so we was all saying that we was his sons and daughters. Next thing you know, you had like 30 new Navy Federal Credit Union accounts. It's like, nah, bro. So I'm like, whoever will give me one. Capital One's like, sure, we'll give you $500. I'm like, cool. And that was, I want to say 2005, 2006.
A long time
Yeah,
to
if
be at 500.
500.
Normally, I know with the one credit card that I use the most, I have two, but one I don't touch it.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that I do use the most, I didn't even ask for them to increase my limit. One day,
Yeah, that's how it's done.
right?
They
one-
realize that you make good payment history and that you're never late and that your income that they know that you can afford an increase, so they increase it
Right. I
with
was
the
like,
hopes that you'll borrow more,
Right.
Mhm.
not
use
be
more
able
of
to
it.
pay it off and then owe interest.
oh yeah. So I'm sitting here. I looked because I'm kind of digital with most of my bills and everything else. So I go online and I look and I'm like, and so the very first thing that came to my head though is I've been hacked. And then it was like, wait a minute.
Because you don't get the mail till like a week later.
It was like,
How much was the
so I
increase?
called like 10 grand. I called.
I didn't know Ann was making money like
I
that.
called-
She balled.
I thought she was a fake attorney.
no,
she the
she-
real, she the
she
real
balling.
deal. Okay.
I called Chase and I was like, what happened? And they said, oh, whatever. And then I went and looked at my credit report and it was like a soft hit on it.
Mhm.
They, it wasn't going to stay. And that's what they said. Cause I was like, look, I ain't trying to do that because y'all gonna be hitting my credit report. And then, I don't want, no. And the lady was like, no, it was a soft hit. You were already a client, this and that and other. I was like, all right, I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Black people don't trust free
Oh,
money.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we go find out. So,
That's
but yeah,
Just
City's
the-
good for that too. They did mine in like $2,000 increments. It wasn't nothing crazy. It's like 1 year is 2,000.
Right.
Year later, another 1,500. Year later, And I'm like, yeah, them motherfuckers want me to spend money.
Yeah,
Nah.
but I was like you. That card, that is my oldest card, and I had the same credit limit forever. It was more than $500. You know, people trust me more than you, obviously.
They be
It
smart
was,
too. Shit.
It was more than $500. But when I saw that, I was like, where the hell that came from?
Right.
I was spooked for like I said, 10 seconds. It was like, wait a minute, hold up, wait.
Maybe you can explain this.
Can I respond to the points that y'all have brought to the table first before I forget?
Hey, look.
My ADD is like, you know. Okay, so just to touch on your point, the reason why they probably didn't increase that balance is because that card that you got is probably not a product that they offer anymore.
Oh, I'm sure.
So that's probably the reason why. And to touch on your point, you mentioned a soft inquiry, and I want to let the listeners know that a soft inquiry is not going to affect your credit score. A hard inquiry will. It will hinder your score.
And what's the difference?
So soft inquiry is they just get like a little peek. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let me just, okay. That wasn't appropriate. Okay. I got it. Okay, so you know how you're at a pool and a soft inquiry is you just putting your foot in to see if the water is cold or not. And a hard inquiry is you diving in, okay? So when they do a soft inquiry, they just get kind of like a snapshot of your credit profile. That's how you get those pre-approvals. That's how you get those credit card offers in the mail because they've done a soft inquiry. Yes. Right. But a hard inquiry is, yes, they get the full, but they must have expressed, they must have permission from you to do that.
So tell me, why don't they have to have permission to do the soft hits on your credit? Like all these pre-approved,
you know what?
Isn't it?
And technically they kind of do, because when you sign up for Credit Karma and you don't read that fine print, it's basically saying by agreeing to this, you are allowing us to market your profile to third parties for them to do soft inquiries on your credit to market to you.
Gotcha.
That's how they find you. And what a lot of people got to understand is that the credit bureaus don't give a fuck about y'all. I'm going to keep it real raw and uncut because I'm pretty sure that's how people like to receive it, right? So these credit bureaus, they benefit by you having a low credit score, because by having a low credit score, then they can market you to these companies that are going to give you these loans with these high interest rates.
So these predatory lenders.
Exactly.
Basically.
And that's what got us into a whole bunch of shit in 2007.
Yeah.
Right.
So let me ask you this.